back to Books That You Might Have Missed. I'm Janelle Williams, and I will be reviewing for you today A Patch of Blue by Elizabeth Kata. A Patch of Blue, I'm going to give you a little background. It was written in 1964. It was a lot of turmoil here in the United States with race relations, and this book tries to address it. The story starts off with our main character, Selena, and Selena is telling you the story about how she is blind and how this all came about. Her mom was entertaining one of her friends while her husband was at war to make a little bit of extra when her husband walked in unexpectedly. When he walked in, Selena at the time was 5, she's now 18, but at the age of 5, when he walked into the room, he jumped on her friend. Her mom grabbed something to try to stop him. It just happened to be something that had acid in it. She throws it, miss, hits Selena's in the face. Selena then is made blind. Her father she never seen again, and now she's stuck living in a room with her mom, who she calls by her first name, Roseanne, and her grandfather, who she calls Opa. She tells you about the whole situation of what she can remember because of her losing her sight when she was so young. She can only remember 4 basic colors, and one of them happens to be the color blue. And so the title kind of ties into the whole idea of how blue was the sky. She remembers it being way up and clean and perfect as compared to where she is. I love the story by being told by her perspective. You get a whole nother insight to a world of somebody who's blind and how they perceive what's going on around them. The main story plot and the interesting plot that I think a lot of people pick up on is when she finally is outside. She stays inside this room all the time, and finally she is let outside of the room to go out into the park, where she kind of takes it as like this is like heaven, because it's the first time she actually is out in the park, in the world, away from the room. And she meets a young man named Gordon. And at that time is when you hear about the whole race relations and how she perceives race and color, and how color itself is developed from her blindness and with her family attached to it. I think it's an amazing story. I think it is one of those stories that can be overlooked. You might have seen the movie, however. They did come out with a movie version of the book. Like I tell everyone, just because the movie is out does not mean that it pertains to the book. So I will give you that as a spoiler, that the movie and the book doesn't coincide with the emotions that you would get. As you can see, the book is very small. I think it's 117 pages. It's not a very long read, but it is a great story and it is a great read. I suggest you try to find it and get out there and look for it. Again, this is one of those hard to find books because this is a book you might have missed. I always am looking for it online. You can find it. I know the last time I found it was on Amazon. I say just get out there and look for it, or go to your public library, because that's a good place to go to find books you might have missed. Thank you for tuning in again. If you like, please check it off at the bottom and comment or subscribe. Hope to see you soon. Bye.